Hey guys, and welcome to episode 59 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I am Eman.
And thank you very much for tuning in to this very spooky episode of Break Time. Guys, just to let you know, we are recording this Sunday, September 29th. It'll be coming out to you guys on the 1st of October. And it's the kickoff of our Make Halloween Great Again campaign that we were running. And the whole thing, the whole kind of idea behind this is that we miss the times when Halloween and other holidays were taken really seriously.
Yeah.
You know, like it was an event, it was a big thing. Nowadays it just feels like it's not like that anymore. So the whole thing behind this is hopefully getting back into that spirit, helping you guys get into that spirit, and providing you a little piece of content that is hopefully going to add to your Halloween experience. Eman, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm excited. The vibe to the room.
The vibe is completely
totally different.
If you guys can't tell, the vibe is a little different. A little more ominous, a little more spooky. Just to support what we got going on, man. This whole campaign that we're running. Got something planned for tonight. A little different. But I'm super excited about it. I feel like I'm about to, this feels like an FBI investigation that
Definitely.
we're going to take you guys on.
So, guys, a few of the things that we're going to be doing, coming on this Halloween month of Break Time, we're going to be, one of the big things that we're doing, we're doing this every single episode, correct? Yeah, every single episode. We're coming in, no yawning yet, Eman. We're coming in, and we're going to have a new case file that Eman's going to introduce us to. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Now, it could be a murder, it could be potentially a cold case, but it's kind of like that interesting, kind of creepy stuff. More of those things where reality is far scarier than fiction. A lot of the time.
I like that.
And
I like that.
That's one of the really cool things I like about this. But we can call it reality scarier than fiction segment or some shit like that. I don't know.
That's
no,
kind of tough on the tongue, bro.
Yeah. We'll call it super scary shit that actually happened in real life and isn't fake.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
So, but guys, you know what? I guess we're just gonna go ahead and start jumping into this shit, right?
Why not?
Yeah,
why not? Let's get into it.
Yeah. So we want to set the Halloween vibe. We're not too worried about our week right now.
Week.
I mean, you had a good week. I had a good week. It's going all right. Life's crazy as always. But we're gonna open up with something that I'm super damn excited about. So Eman, do you want to explain what this is before we get into the first one? Kind of like what we're doing. I know I talked about it a little bit, but
yeah. I mean, so pretty much you covered all bases, man. What we're doing is we're gonna every week be introducing a new cold case, murder mystery, creepy case, right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna delve into it and potentially solve some shit. Potentially get to the bottom of things that couldn't be solved, right? That were just overlooked here on Break Time. So we come to you today presenting case number 17483. That number was just made up. And all these cases are local, by the way, people.
Yes, if you're local to the San Antonio area, which is where we film Break Time,
right.
These cases are going to be a little more local to us. So it's even scarier for the folks who are watching us that are here in town.
Absolutely. So today we have the case of Miss Janine Jones.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, so most of you.
Well, should we recap the story? Before we just say what she did? Should we kind of build it up a little bit?
Let's do that.
Okay.
That's cool.
So let's see. Let me. So I'll set it up real quick and I'll throw it to you.
Go ahead, man.
Okay. So essentially, here's where the story of kind of Janine Jones kind of starts and why we're even talking about her. So Dr. Holland is a pediatrician. This is back in the 70s?
Late
80s?
70s, early 80s.
Late 70s, early 80s. So Dr. Holland is a local pediatrician in Kerrville, Texas. She just moved down there, young doctor, opening up a new practice. A lot of families in town are really excited that there's a young female pediatrician that they can take their kids to, especially some of the families who are looking to take their younger girls to a female pediatrician.
Right.
If that makes them more comfortable.
Right.
So Dr. Holland opens up her place of business, her practice, and on the first day, correct? It's on the first day?
I couldn't even tell you, man.
If I'm not mistaken, on the first day of her practice, a young child gets brought in by her mom. The child's name, do we have the child's name?
We don't.
The child's name was Chelsea. I remember that.
Chelsea.
I just can't remember what the last name was. But A child is brought in by her mom. The child's name is Chelsea. And the mom is coming in complaining that, not complaining, but concerned that her daughter is having, and she's 15 months old. She's having problems breathing, and she's having irregular breathing. And all of a sudden, while they're there, while the doctor is conversing with the mom, the nurses call out to the doctor that the baby is having a seizure.
Yeah.
And the baby is not being responsive. So they put this baby in an emergency vehicle, an ambulance, to try to take her to San Antonio to get special treatment there. But before they can get there, the baby stops. Her vitals fail. Like they're flatlining. The baby's dying essentially. So they end up going to the nearest practice, the nearest facility to them. And there the baby is pronounced dead. And then I'll kind of throw it over to Eman.
Yeah, so this was not a rare occurrence for Miss Janine Jones. Janine Jones is later on found out to have
Janine Jones is the nurse.
Yeah, Janine Jones is the nurse.
That was dealing with the baby before she died.
Dealing with the baby before she died, coincidentally. This is not, like I said, the first time that this has happened for Janine Jones. Janine Jones had what people believe to be a hero complex, right? So a hero complex is pretty much where you set up certain scenarios to where you can save the day and make yourself appear to be a hero. There are cases where people pretend to be firefighters, like go and start a fire and then start directing traffic and shit like that. They just want to be glorified and seen as the hero, so they create certain scenarios, whether they injure people or not, just to see themselves be put in that light, which is what Janine Jones is doing. But Janine Jones was doing it repetitively to kids in her practice. She had a case of over 60 kids that she had done this to.
Yeah. So essentially, after that first case, Dr. Holland was like, "Well, what's going on? Why was that an issue?" And then over the course of the next couple months, they were having several of these cases where kids were being unresponsive. All of a sudden, they were going into cardiac arrest, or they were having seizures, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. And then Dr. Holland became the authorities got involved. So they were trying to figure out what was going on. Dr. Holland was one of the main suspects of what was going on.
Yeah.
And then the other major suspect was her nurse, who had contact with all these babies, and her nurse was Janine Jones. And like Eman said, this isn't the only time that this has happened to Janine Jones in her career. So essentially what had happened was the authorities were poking around, asking a lot of questions. Well, they ended up finding out that they ended up asking Dr. Holland if she had used a drug called, what is it again? How do you say it?
Succinylcholine. Succinylcholine.
I think it's I think it's succinylcholine or something like that.
Yeah,
succinylcholine. And that is a drug.
It's a muscle relaxant.
Yeah, it's a muscle relaxer. They were asking her, Dr. Holland, if she had used that in her practice, and Dr. Holland told them that she did have some of it, but it wasn't something that was used regularly or something that was something that everyone had access to. It was in her office. Later on that same night, Dr. Holland was talking with her nurse, Janine Jones, and Janine told her, just out of the blue, "Oh yeah, by the way, I found that vial of, how do you say it again?
Succinylcholine.
Succinylcholine that we were missing." And Dr. Holland was like, "Well, I didn't realize we were missing one." And she was like, "Oh yeah, we were missing one, so I ordered another one, but I found the other one, so now we have 2 vials of it." She was being really weird and really suspicious about it.
For no reason. Pretty much told on herself.
Yeah, exactly.
And when she wasn't even being investigated.
Yeah. So they ended up finding out succinylcholine is something that once injected, and if it's injected in large amounts to young kids, it can cause cardiac arrest and even kill them.
Right.
Cause seizures and a number of other...
And not even large amounts. Like small amounts in relative to an adult, but for a kid, obviously large amounts. But this stuff is really powerful stuff, man. They use this stuff for death row inmates in some executions.
Yeah.
That's how fucking strong it is. It's a muscle relaxant, but it's so powerful that it relaxes the smooth muscle, right? The cardiac muscle.
Definitely.
So it causes cardiac arrest, which is what these kids were experiencing.
Yeah. So then Dr. Holland was very concerned that Janine Jones had named the same drug that earlier investigators were questioning her about if she had used. Obviously, it was one of the drugs that they were thinking about could be some form of foul play in there.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Holland went to go check on her drugs. What is the succinylcholine? Succinylcholine. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep throwing it to you because I don't remember how to say it. But she went to
choline.
no, that's not correct. But
okay.
She went to go check on the drug, and she found that the 2 vials she had both had needle points.
Yeah.
At the top of it, meaning someone had used it. She immediately turned those over to authorities, and they found out that those vials seemed to be full, but they were watered down. So somebody had been taking the drug out of it, using it, and then watering it down to avoid suspicion. Come to find out, Janine Jones used to work at, what is it, the Bexar County
Hospital.
Bexar County Hospital, which today, for those of you in San Antonio, is now University Hospital.
Yeah.
So she was working at Bexar County Hospital before she was working with Dr. Holland in Kerrville. And over at the Bexar County Hospital, she was kind of almost like nicely let go from there and transferred over to work with Dr. Holland.
Very nicely let go. They let her go under the case of suspicion that Alex just talked about, but they didn't fire her. Instead, they let her go, right? Let her down easily, and they left a nice letter of recommendation for her, so she could easily get picked up at another hospital. And the reason they did this was
so they were having the same issue at the Bexar County, like with kids dying or kids falling ill for no reason.
Yeah.
And they even said they would make jokes that nurse Janine Jones would murder the kids, right? Because it just so happened on her shift.
Insider, yeah,
it was an inside joke with the doctor.
For some odd reason, every time on her shift, kids seem to fucking die. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows what the fuck happened?
Yeah, fucking. But yeah, so they did all that, right? I mean, there's a lot of suspicion there. And this is all speculation, but I think I see it to be true that the hospitals that she was working at, that one that she was released from, and 2 that they were making inside jokes about her fucking killing kids, they were avoiding evidence. They were covering up her murders to save their own asses, because they know that if they were caught in some shit like that, even though they had no idea what was happening, it's a big scandal and everyone goes down.
Definitely.
Right? So you ask yourself, how could this shit happen repetitively? So much so to where they're making inside jokes about the shit, but still no one turned an eye on Miss Janine, right?
Yeah, clearly people knew.
There's some fucking foul play. Clearly somebody knew. So I don't think Janine Jones is the only one that should be questioned here, man.
Yeah.
I think the whole fucking staff.
I mean, she's obviously the one that did it. She's the one who is a sicko, but...
Yeah, she's the fucking sicko.
Everyone else, you just kind of let it happen.
True.
Or, so... Once that was found out, they essentially they went to court and they were able to prove with all that evidence that Janine Jones was the one who had caused the death of young Chelsea that we had discussed earlier, which was the first one in these ones that were happening over at Kerrville. Now, where it's not confirmed, but they believe. What is the supposed number of kids she had affected?
60.
60.
Yeah, 60 kids. Let's see.
So while Eman's looking for that, there was a...
Responsible for the deaths of up to 60 infants and children. But she was charged with the murder of only 1.
Yeah. So the other ones are kind of almost alleged at this point, right? Because the drug she was using, how do you say it?
Succinylcholine.
Succinylcholine, once it is injected and put into your body, it kind of dissipates. It's not, you can't track it down in the same form that it was originally introduced to your body and your bloodstream. So it is very hard to catch later on. It's something that I guess unless you know you're looking for it, you can't find.
Right. It's untraceable once it's in the body.
It's not something that's going to show up like on a tox screen or something.
Right. How fucked up is that?
Yeah. So like that's even like one of those things. Clearly the woman knew what she was doing.
It was just too perfect, man. It was just too perfect. And the fact that she was working at Bexar County, which is University Hospital, they're doing the same shit at that time.
Yeah.
It shows that she was a really smart lady, man, because you can't be no bum off the streets and work at University Hospital, man. That's a serious trauma center.
Yeah.
So this chick knew the ins and outs and knew how to get away with this shit. I mean, clearly not that well, because, I mean, she's still in prison, but...
So clearly, or not clearly, but so let's kind of not wrap up, but let's kind of, what's the word, summarize what we have so far.
Yeah.
So Janine Williams works for Dr. Holland. Dr. Holland is a new young pediatrician starting her practice in Kerrville, Texas. All of a sudden, Dr. Holland has a patient, young Chelsea, who suffers from seizures goes into cardiac arrest and dies before they can get her to a major hospital to help treat her. That's already, kind of suspicious, but they kind of write it off as like, oh, well, she was brought in having breathing problems, so maybe it's SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. But it happens again and again and again. And they were saying at one point there was an ambulance over there more than once a week. Yeah. Helping get kids and trying to take them to larger hospitals. So then we find out that Janine Williams is Janine Williams. I keep getting her last name wrong. Janine Jones.
I'm gonna get somebody out here fucked up.
I know.
There she goes.
No, Janine Jones is tried and found guilty for the death of that child. It's kind of assumed that she had done this to even more children, but nobody was looking after it, so there was no way to charge her for those cases.
Right, yeah, no hard evidence.
And she had been doing this prior at her last job at Bexar County Hospital, and then they wanted an out. They gave her a glowing, like Eman said, a glowing letter of recommendation. She went on with Dr. Holland, continued to essentially murder patients there as well and cause several deaths. Now, that's why we're talking about her. That's what she did.
Right.
Okay. So let's kind of briefly talk about why she did those things.
Yeah.
So I know you have the side of it you want to talk about. Let me talk about the other side of it real quick, because we're reading up some stuff. We're watching some documentaries, and there's some kind of different opinions and or I guess
we could throw in a third. Actually, you keep talking, man.
Okay. Well, there are like some different opinions or different kind of conclusions that people drew to why she did this. So the first one that we're listening to and that we're reading about was that she was jealous of other doctors because she was not as educated as some of the other nurses, some of the other higher ups. So she resented them. So it was said that she would poison kids and was trying to kill kids.
Yeah.
Kind of to get back at those doctors that she thought were better than her. And that was kind of the first one that we saw, and we did hear another one. And Eman, what was the other one?
The other one was, I had said it earlier, it was the hero complex, where you set up certain scenarios to where you can be seen as the hero of that situation.
So her whole thing was that, and this is all conjecture, we don't know for sure because I don't think she's admitted it. Yeah. But the whole thing was that she felt like she was under people. She felt like she was a nobody. And the only time that she was above everyone or that she was seen as a big figure was when she was saving someone's life.
Right.
So she felt that that causing the situation to put a child in danger of potentially dying, she could then bring them back and be seen as the hero. And apparently sometimes that worked, but she a lot of times would underestimate how much she was giving kids, and she ended up just killing kids all the time.
I'm not even sure if it worked, man. I mean, it sounds like from the get-go she was being questioned, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this bitch kind of, there's a weird coincidence going on.
Yeah.
But some years later, man, it was found out that was speaking to a cellmate. And she told her cellmate that...
And this is recently, this year.
This is recently. We're going to get into some really fucked up stuff later, but this is really recent. She was saying that I didn't kill those kids. The voices in my head made me kill those kids. So she kind of admits to it, but, I mean, I see it as bullshit. I see it as her trying to plead for insanity, right? To get a much lighter sentence. Possibly spend no more time in jail than just in a psych ward where they're kind of pampered a little.
Yeah, so let me see this here. Her original sentence was... Okay. 99 years. 99 years in prison. That was her original sentence. It says she had 2 confirmed victims and possibly over 60 victims. The span of her crimes was from 1977 to 1982, and she was arrested in 1982.
And she was sentenced to 99 years, but then she had a concurrent sentence, so immediately after that she would serve another 60 years.
Yeah, which essentially means she was supposed to die in prison.
Yeah.
So here's what I was reading here. As of May 2016, Jones was held at Lane Murray unit of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. She had been scheduled for mandatory release in 2018 due to a Texas law meant to prevent prison overcrowding.
Yeah, so she's set to be released this year sometime. It's being disputed now, but
that was
the original plan.
She was scheduled for release 2018, but where is this next part? Hold up. Okay. She was then indicted on May 25th, 2017 for the murder of 11-month-old Joshua Sawyer. Now, if we would have just followed the law as far as the early release, the law about overcrowding in prisons, she would have otherwise been able to have been released this year. The new charges were filed to avoid her release, so to keep her in prison. And right now, allegedly, from what we gathered, that's still happening, or we're in there somewhere.
Right now. It seems to be still happening. This shit is really recent. Like, we get news next week as to what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, so we got the facts. I think we said everything on the case that we need to. Is there anything else you want to throw in that we're missing?
No, not really. Essentially, it's just really fucked up.
Right, and that's what I want to get into, man. So all the facts aside, we know what's going on now, man. What's your take on this whole fucking thing, dude?
I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it's you know, we can watch, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, you can watch movies all day about serial killers and ghosts and all that, tracking you down and killing you.
Yeah.
But this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Because where do you take your kids when you want them to be helped?
Exactly.
The hospital.
Exactly.
To a doctor. And then you have your nurse that's working for your doctor. It's fucking killing your kids.
Making this shit worse. Better off at home. That's a shit feeling, dude. That's a shit feeling, but it blows my mind, right? Because 60 fucking kids. 60 kids. And a lot of those kids were in Kerrville. Kerrville's a small city today. So imagine in the 70s how small that bitch was. So there was not a large populace of kids. So you take a small amount of kids, but a large amount of those kids are dying under the care of Miss Janine bitch-ass Jones. No one thinks there's anything weird going on. No one suspects any kind of foul play. That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Like, who can you... Man, that really makes you think about some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you.
That really makes you think about some shit. Because, I mean, it's not to say that the nurses or the staff there are bad people. Mm-hmm. It's just put in certain situations you do really fucked up things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so every nurse in there that knew something of Janine Jones's, wrongdoings is a psychopath. Yeah. No, that doesn't seem, you know what I mean? They were just put in really fucked up situations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, and my thing is, or my other thing is, the really fucked up part of it is she made sure to go for young kids who couldn't talk yet. So that they couldn't say anything or couldn't complain or anything.
Yeah.
God, how fucking sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The bitch was just fucking sick, dude. She was just fucking sick, man. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. But, I mean, I want to ask you, dude. I mean, so you're a nurse.
Okay.
Licensed vocational nurse Alex Chavez, fresh on the scene, your first month at the job.
Mm-hmm.
You're chilling at the break table with the other nurses. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? Somebody calls you over. Hey, see that bitch over there? That's Janine Jones. Yeah, she eats alone. She's pretty weird, I know. But look, man, there's some foul play going on, man. Look, everyone here at the hospital seems to be ignoring the fact that, for some reason, a very large amount of kids seem to die under her care. Mm-hmm. I had a buddy last week, took his fucking daughter in, his 2-year-old daughter, for a routine checkup for the common cold. She ends up seizing out and dies. What the fuck? Alright, you hear that conversation. Flash forward a month later, and you see that she's killed 2 more kids. So you can almost confirm that some weird shit's going on, right? But if you report it to somebody, the whole hospital and your name goes down with her, right? You're now associated with the shit. The fuck do you do in that situation, man? You gotta think about that one.
I think you just have to report it. You have to.
Yeah.
The sad part is that it sounds like everyone in high positions knew this.
They fucking knew it, man.
So you would have had to report it to the police.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you would have had to go into actual authorities, and you probably would have lost your job or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, is your job worth a bunch of kids dying? You know what I mean?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. So that's why it's so perplexing, dude. I guess all those everybody who worked with her thought that their job was more important than this fucking serial killer killing patients. You know what I mean? Now ask me the question.
Okay, Eman.
Yeah.
You're gay, and no, I'm kidding. No, Eman, same question.
Yes, same
You're
question.
a nurse, first
Same
day on the
scenario.
job. They're telling you shit about Janine Williams. You know, a month later, you see she's hurting more kids. What do you do?
I study her. I find out her net worth, how much money she's worth, right? I secretly record her doing her heinous activities and blackmail her for all the money she has.
How you
take
gonna
that
record her?
money in vacation to the coast of Congo.
How you gonna record her?
With a camera.
This is the 70s, dude.
Yeah.
Cameras were this fucking big in the 70s.
All bullshit aside, no, you have to fucking report it.
Yeah.
You have to report it. I mean, there's no... I couldn't... how do you fucking sleep with yourself like that, man?
Yeah, you can't.
You really can. But I don't know, dude. That's a tough one, man. It's not a tough one, but it's a tough scenario.
Yeah.
It's a really shitty situation.
Maybe I'd also just be like telling parents, like, man, shit, I would sue the hospital if I were you.
Yeah.
Just like put
And
that
that's
in
what
there.
they're afraid of.
Yeah, but get them to sue the hospital,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna get rid of that bitch real quick. like fuck.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's that case. That's that case for the week, huh?
Janine Jones, man,
Janine fucking Jones.
baby killer.
Baby killing bitch.
I don't want to look at her anymore.
Let me see.
I'm done with her.
I swear I've seen her come into the vitamin shop a few times.
Shut the fuck up, if you want.
She looks like every old white lady.
Comes in, she goes, "You got any
Succinylcholine?
succinylcholine?" Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck me. I made the joke. Give me the file. Give me the file.
Case number 17184. Put to rest.
I think it was 8-2, wasn't it?
It was some number. Some digit.
Alrighty.
Interesting shit, dude. Interesting shit. There was some stuff you wanted to get into, man. Yeah, some other topics, huh?
Yeah. So that obviously we started off really heavy.
Yeah.
We want to talk about this stuff mainly, like, and we're not like a podcast. We're gonna like break down true crimes and all that shit. Like that's
Right.
not normally what we do, but we want to talk about it because one, it is a little more current because this has come back into the ether a little more recently. But again, it's one of those things where like reality is scarier than fiction, and we want to kind of talk about it. And like it's Halloween, and what better time to talk about these sick fuck people than like the Halloween season.
They get it. They know what we're doing. They
So
get
guys,
that.
speaking of Halloween, let's
Yeah,
get
man.
a little lighter because we want to get lighter here on break time. It's not always shit and death and everything.
Shit and death.
We want to talk about ways that you can kind of get prepared for Halloween. You know, whether you have traditions or what you can do to kind of get into the spirit of Halloween. I haven't even decorated my apartment yet or anything.
I'm not going to decorate anything.
But me and my girl were talking earlier. We're super fucking excited.
Yeah?
So we're gonna decorate the. But it just, I'm really excited about October.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super hyped for it. So let's talk about some like traditions that we have, Eman.
Mm-hmm.
Like traditions, like stuff that we do during Halloween, things that really make the season feel like Halloween.
Yeah.
And let's say like maybe when you were a kid you had a lot of traditions, but maybe recently you haven't had as many traditions. If you don't have any now, maybe talk about some traditions you had when you were a kid that you'd want to bring back or something like that. But are there any traditions that you and your family do every year of Halloween to kind of get into the spirit of it? No?
Nah, dude.
Really?
Nah, Halloween comes, they find an outfit, go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, now you get a little older, so it's like find a party to go to or something. But
Yeah.
we never really got balls deep in
Well,
Halloween like you do,
Eman,
man.
I know you're saying you're not going to decorate or anything, but we can't be half-assed about making holidays great again. We got to make them great for ourselves, so then we can feel it with our viewers, man. So, okay, so let me ask this.
What, dude?
You and your girl, right?
Right.
Do something for Halloween. What's the thing that you think y'all could do for Halloween? Like, what's a nice Halloween thing that you and your girl can do? Maybe start like a nice little Halloween tradition. Anything that comes to mind.
I don't fucking know, man. We might do a little Halloween party. I'm not that big into Halloween, man.
Yeah, bro, you're totally tearing down our whole thing we got going right now, man.
Look.
No, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you.
No, listen.
But I want to see if you come up with anything.
Look, I'm talking about for the podcast. You know what I mean? I want to make holidays great again for the podcast. But Halloween comes, man, and I like to dress up.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I'm a simple guy. I just like to dress up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's really it.
Dude, I was playing some Bully the other day.
Yeah.
And Bully is the game by Rockstar. Great game. Play it.
Yeah.
And like I love in that game where like it goes through the seasons and you play those missions
That shit was
in the
dope.
season, like Christmas and Halloween and all that.
That shit
So
was
like
so
that's
dope.
what I want my fucking life to feel like. That's why I'm so excited about October and shit.
That's what I want my life to feel like.
That's what I'm gonna, bro. Like in the next coming weeks, I'm gonna send you photos. I'm gonna be like, look at these skeleton cookies we made. I'm gonna do all the Halloween shit.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Eman.
What's
So
up?
I got an idea for you. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
pitch you an idea, a tradition that you can start with you and your girl.
Okay.
Okay. She got a nice girl. She's pretty. She's nice and everything. She puts up with you. So I want to help you out. I want to give you something that y'all can do. Hopefully, grow and shit, and have something nice that y'all can do. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And this sounds very stereotypical. Very.
Faggy.
Why you gotta be faggy? Why you gotta say that? Damn! I'm not cutting that out. You're an asshole.
Okay. we're
Anyway.
good. What's up, man?
Do some shit like as simple as like going to the goddamn like corn maze or something.
Oh, we're gonna do shit,
Like-
man.
like go-
I think
go
we're
to the
supposed
corn
to go
maze.
like to a haunted house or some shit.
Yeah. Like do the haunted house, to go to the corn maze, get on the fucking hay rides, get a pumpkin, carve a pumpkin together. It seems great in the first 10 minutes, and then it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So, but you should do it. You should do it.
We'll do something.
Do it, man. God, you seem so dismissive.
What about Halloween, bro? What,
Okay,
man?
you know what? You know what, Eman?
This is my Halloween celebration, dude.
Here's what we're doing.
We're going balls
Here's
deep
what
for
we're doing.
Halloween on the podcast.
Here's what we're doing. By mid-month Halloween, you gotta do something Halloween special with your girl. Not just a haunted house or something that's like a one-off, like 5-minute thing.
Oh, we're going to, man.
Okay, but I want you to do it, and I want you to come here and talk about it, say how it was.
Yeah, we will, man.
All that shit. You seem so like you're not into this
I'm
holiday.
into it.
No,
but
you're not.
This
You're
was
not.
my make Halloween great, holidays great again, dude.
Look,
for the
okay,
podcast.
Okay, so a tradition,
So upset, man.
a tradition that my family had when I was younger.
Yeah, you guys are big on holidays.
That maybe I'd want to bring back is first off, like we decorate the house inside and out.
Yeah.
My dad super into it. Like we would have like those inflatable things you'd put in the front yard.
Yeah.
Made it look all creepy and everything. And then one year we had like one of those sheets that we put on, like, remember that big window?
Yeah.
Like over the entrance of my house.
Yeah.
There's like this what's it called? It's like a screen, like a backwards screen, right? It's like a curtain that you put up, and it's transparent. And then behind it,
there's a little projector,
in the house is a
right?
projector.
Yeah.
So it projects a ghost that goes back and forth throughout the night.
Yeah.
And that was super dope.
Yeah.
So my parents like doing stuff like that, like decorating the house and all that. My mom would like put like a little ghost tray out with like some candies and stuff in it. Make it real cute for you to grab and shit.
Yeah, man.
And that's like the shit, like decorating, just making it feel like the spooky season.
Yeah, man.
Love that shit. I want to do that shit. I want to have that shit again. You know, it was when I was younger, and we did it recently, but now I live by myself. I have my own apartment with my brother and stuff. I want to do that for us and for our place. You know,
Yeah.
have it all done up and shit. And then you know, we'd go buy candy, pick out the candy and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited for it. Another thing that we would do that
What's
I
up?
really want to get into is my mom. She doesn't really like to watch, like, well, no, that's kind of a lie, but she's not always in the mood for, like, horror movies and shit, right? But during Halloween, my mom was always the person where she's like, guys, you're home from school, we ate dinner, let's watch a scary movie. Let's watch a Halloween-esque movie. Like, let's get into the spirit. Because I feel like nothing, like, you can decorate your house. You can go to the corn mazes, you can dress up and everything, you can go to the parties. Those are all great.
Yeah.
For me, nothing puts me in the spooky mood as much as all that shit in the background with a good fucking Halloween movie going on.
Absolutely.
Like, and I feel like, because movies, for me, and media, and I think you're the same way, they really set that tone for you.
Yeah, hell
you know? So, I want to talk about that for a minute, and I did have a list of some suggested movies that I compiled for Halloween-esque scary movies, and I want to get your opinion on some of them.
Okay.
But, Eman, are there any movies that come to your mind, like, during the Halloween season that you want to watch, or that you kind of
Not necessarily
to?
movies, but one thing that I could look back on and always reflect and think, damn, that made my Halloween complete, was when Cartoon Network would show Goosebumps. for the
Yes,
entire
that's
month of
one
October.
of that's one of the things on my list.
Why was Goosebumps the scariest shit on TV, man?
I don't know,
Why
bro.
is Goosebumps the
Goosebumps
scariest
is one of those
shit
things,
on TV?
bro, that like even if you don't find it scary, the vibe is there.
That's it.
It
It's
builds
the
that
vibe.
Halloween vibe, bro. Yeah, I fucking love Goosebumps,
It's the fucking
man.
vibe, and the way it's shot, like, it's a kid's show, But you wouldn't catch me at Home Alone midnight watching that shit by myself, dude. You wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
You
especially
simply
like
wouldn't.
the Night of the Living Dummy or whatever.
Night of the Living Dummy. What? There was one that really fucked me up, man.
Which one?
It was the one where they're being chased by those masks.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's fucking creepy because the masks, I mean, they're just floating, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that movie It Follows, right?
Yeah.
Where no matter how far you drive, how fast you fucking run, the mask in this case is going to keep the same pace and it's going to just chase you down to fucking exhaustion.
Yeah.
And what the mask would do, spoiler alert, is once it caught you, it will latch onto your face and you would become the monster. You couldn't take it off.
Yeah.
And you're just stuck with this fucking mask on your face and it would float. It was a haunted mask. But that one was really spooky, man. And
I dug that one.
Just the cinematography of the fucking show was really creepy shit.
Yeah. Do you remember there was like that one that they did that was like super high budget where it was like a book and they would read it. It was like a movie they made later on where it was like a book and you would read it and the monster came out of the book.
It's not with Jack Black, right?
No. That was the movie.
Really
This was like one of those TV movies that they did.
Okay.
Where it was like a 2-part thing. It was still like the show, but it was just a little longer.
Yeah.
I just remember it was like there was a book in a store and they wouldn't sell it to this girl and the girl like ended up getting it and the thing was like you couldn't read it out loud or something and she read it out loud and the monster came out of it. I remember that. It was like a more recent Goosebumps thing, like towards the butt end of Goosebumps. But I want to go over some of these movies with you, bro.
Let's do it, man.
So some of these Halloween movies that hopefully you guys can kind of take and watch to help you get into kind of the Halloween spirit a little bit, you know? Give yourself that vibe. Okay. So there's some ones in here that I feel like are going to be very, like, of course. And there's some other ones in here that I think are just kind of fun and some ones that I really thought would be really interesting. Okay? So, first one that I have is where is it? The original Halloween film. So John Carpenter's Halloween, with Michael Myers, one of the first like main slasher films, that kind of, then of course from there you have like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, all those like, Freddy and Jason kind of films.
Yeah.
That go into that. Okay.
God damn.
Sorry, okay, man. Sorry, I've been drinking these Diet Cokes. Okay. I have Zombieland.
Oh, that's fun.
Zombieland, right? Like it's not like a super scary movie or whatever, but it's fun. It has like that vibe,
Yeah.
And the coolest thing about that one is like if you put yourself into those characters' shoes, zombie apocalypse, not great, right?
Right.
But a fun zombie apocalypse like that where you're with your friends and y'all are surviving, like that's just a great film. Put you in that like that kind of scary vibe, like that like uneasy vibe, but it's still like fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Paranormal Activity.
Those are dope.
I think at least the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3 are really good.
The first 2 for sure. Third one is pretty alright.
Yeah.
Coraline.
Okay.
Coraline. That movie's fucking creepy, bro.
My girl loves that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever sat down and just watched that movie?
I fell asleep, man. I don't sit here and lie to you.
Sit down and like make yourself watch it, bro. The things that they do with that movie and like the imagery that they show and just little things that you notice, you're like, wow, that's fucked up. Like you're like shit.
No, I definitely give it the credit, man. I give it credit, but Myra was talking about it, right? There's a little effect where it's all perspective, where kids see it as scary for one reason and adults see it as scary for the other reason. It's the opposite reasons.
Yeah, and I thought that was really fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, man.
So I have The Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
Eddie Murphy's. No, Eddie Murphy. With Eddie Murphy, The Haunted Mansion?
Nah.
You've never seen Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion, bro.
Can't say I have,
bro.
Man.
You have to watch that one. It's a nice, like, funny, dumb movie. It's like early 2000s or late 2000s.
Okay. Sounds like it.
But Eddie Murphy. Let me see if you remember this.
What's up?
Twitches.
No.
So, do you remember the girls from Sister Sister?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
They have Twitches where they're twin
digging deep
witches.
For this shit, man.
Yeah, because you said like movies that like aren't
that aren't too popular.
So Twitch is kind of like one of those Disney-esque movies from when we were younger. In the same vein as like Halloween Town, I have the Halloween Town movies on here as well. Scream, the original Scream. That's if you haven't seen it. It's a great film. Watch it. It's one of those like whodunit kind of films.
Yeah.
God damn. Just dying today. Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Everyone's heard of Hocus Pocus. It's kind of a standard affair as far as Halloween stuff. The Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's kind of
Jim Carrey?
No, The Nightmare Before Christmas. The animated one. with Jack Skellington and the girl and all that. This is Halloween. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I have Get Out on here.
Good, I like that.
Get Out, kind of like, one of those more thought-provoking films, that you kind of throw in here. I have Monsters, Inc., because you might not think about it, but, monsters and shit. The Corpse Bride. That's a really good one. Another one of those, like, Nightmare Before Christmas-esque movies. I have Ghostbusters, the original one.
Dope.
Casper. The OG Casper. Did you ever watch Casper?
Not the OG.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Actually.
Dude, the Casper movies are really good, especially like that OG Casper movie. I have The Conjuring.
I like that, man.
The Conjuring. That's a really good movie to get you in that like really fucking creepy vibe and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then I have the Goosebumps show on here as well. And then the last two I have is it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which is like one of those family things. My mom would always get us together and watch that one, right? And the last one I have on here is actually the whole Harry Potter series.
Have not seen it, man.
I haven't like really sat down and watched the whole thing, but it's like, witchcraft, like monsters and stuff like that.
Definitely ties in.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's synonymous.
So those are some of the ones that I kind of wanted to wrap in as far as like, Halloween-esque, good movies to watch and kind of, chill out with some friends, family, and put yourself in that mood a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
What about doing shit?
Like
fuck
doing
watching shit? What about doing shit?
Okay, perfect. We'll move
As a
on
kid
to
in
doing
San Antonio, right? Every year, you'd always make the plan of, hey, we're going to go down, bro. We're going to visit the old haunted insane asylum on whatever the fuck boulevard.
Yeah.
That was every kid's plan in San Antonio, but no one fucking did it. You know what I mean? That's one of those things. Like also, what else you got? Donkey Lady Bridge. Got the Crockett Hotel downtown.
The railroad tracks.
The fucking railroad tracks. Have you been there?
Yes, I've been there.
When?
Years ago. Like, I was a kid.
Young as fuck.
Yeah.
Railroad tracks. What else?
I'm kind of afraid to go back to the railroad tracks because as a kid, you're like, ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to go and the mystique is going to be ruined.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm afraid of, too, man. That's what I'm afraid of, too. What else?
We should stay at the Minger this year, finally.
That's at the fucking Minger.
We should finally stay at the Minger this year.
Yeah. What's up, man? Break time at the Minger?
Break time at the Minger.
I'm down.
Like the episode that comes out on Halloween at the Minger. Let me see. Hold up. Halloween is...
I can't commit to anything right now, obviously, but if things work out, bro, I'm fucking down for that.
So check it out. Okay. The last Monday before... oh, wow, because there are 5 Mondays this month. So tomorrow's the first Monday... Then 8th is the next Monday, 15th the next Monday, 22nd. Last Monday in October is the 29th. So like the 27th, we'd have to be at the Minger.
27th. What is that?
It's a Saturday. Saturday.
Might throw a party on Saturday, man. That Saturday.
Okay, we can do it like
we can
do it Sunday night or something, or we can.
Yeah, in one of them.
We can figure it out.
Yeah,
we can figure it out
this month.
Yeah,
this fucking month.
Yeah. I'd be so down for that. That'd be so dope.
It's time that we finally do that, man. We've had that plan since the 8th grade,
dude.
Man.
I think we've had that plan since like 5th grade, bro. Like
I wouldn't even doubt it.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't even fucking doubt it. What about the insane asylum though, man?
Fuck.
The alleged guy with the shotgun that guards the property.
See, I don't even want to fuck with any of that shit, bro.
I'm not saying go, but I mean, would you ever go?
Fuck. If I had a gun too, I'd go.
Shootout,
dude. If somebody shoots at me, I'm just gonna fucking kill me, bro.
What the fuck? Is it worth it that much? But
well, you're saying like, would I go? Like I took that as like if I had to go. I'm like, yeah, I'd go.
I had to go. I don't want to throw the idea out completely. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just rumored that the guy hunts guards the property.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's rumored that it even exists.
So as far as additional things you can do, you can do all the actual shit, like, the actual, like, we should do some of those things and then come to the podcast and talk about it.
We have to, man, like homework.
So you can also go like the 13th floor.
That's fun.
The haunted houses, that basic shit.
Yeah.
I went to SeaWorld Hollow Scream the other day. Got some early access press shit when I went with Get Your Geek On. And that was pretty dope. They have some really cool stuff there. The vibe there is really Halloween-esque. So that's definitely has a good Halloween vibe. SeaWorld Hollow Scream.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's super great. I dug it there. Definitely, for older people or people who are used to like going to, because I feel like we've gone to a lot of haunted houses and shit, and we've kind of, I don't know about you, I'm the person where I get really disappointed in a lot of haunted houses.
Big time.
Because I turn the corner, and maybe it's because I overanalyze, but I turn the corner and I'm like, fuck, there's a sharp corner right here. Someone's going to be right there as I turn the corner, and I'm like, I turn the corner, it's like, ah, I'm like, yeah. I knew you were going to fucking be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, oh, it's getting slightly darker here, so that means someone's going to be like right here, or, like, oh, this is supposed to take my attention because they're going to scare me right here. Oh, there's a strobe light disorient me because I'm going to get out of this room, someone's going to be right there. It's like you can kind of already guess a lot of the shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now, if anything scares me in a haunted house, it's normally because they hit something really hard, and I'm like, fuck.
Right, it's just loud, intrusive noises.
Yeah.
I think because we're just dudes, you know what I mean? Like, our fight or flight is leaning more towards fight a lot of the time, especially in a situation where no one's going to harm you, right? Like,
I guess so, but sometimes I feel like I'm an asshole because I'm walking through and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, sometimes the 13th floor gets me really good, and I when I get scared, I fucking love it. Yeah. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm like, that was so badass. But, like, so my point is, SeaWorld isn't the place to go to get, like, super scared.
It's a family place.
Yeah, but it still has some cool stuff in there, some cool scenery. Definitely some cool special effects and makeup that we were saying. Yeah. That was pretty dope. But are there any other things you can think of, Eman, as far as things that you can go do?
Can't think of shit, man.
We should definitely
go to a fucking party. Go to a fucking Halloween party.
Yeah.
That's what we forgot that one. Go to a fucking Halloween party, or just do what you want. Get drunk, fuck it, whatever. Yeah,
get some bitches.
Just go hang out.
You and your girl met at a Halloween party.
We met at a Halloween party, man.
Yeah.
So just go to a Halloween party, dude. It's a lot of fun. Get to know people. Go mix and mingle and shit. Yeah. Go fucking party.
Oh, we should have her on during the Halloween month, bro.
We can, yeah. I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be great. We can gang up on you again.
Yeah.
No, but so Eman, what else do you think people can do to kind of get into the mood of Halloween, or like the spirit of Halloween? You know what I mean?
Just get scared, man. Just do whatever you got to do to get scared.
Yeah.
That's it. You just got to get fucking scared.
I dig that. Do things out of your comfort zone that are, I don't know, not everything's always going to be safe, though. Like, I don't want to say, like, make sure it's safe. It's not fucking scary. No, but, like, I don't know, like go to that creepy house. Like, just, like, do creepy shit. Watch some creepy movies. If you want to do something lighter, watch, those, like, lighter movies. Make some of those Halloween-themed cookies and shit. Make, like, a haunted house. They're like those gingerbread houses, but like haunted houses or whatever. Yeah. Get your costume together. We're really excited. Are we gonna dress up every week?
Fuck, I don't know about every week. Are you down? You want to do that every week?
It'd be a hassle, but I'd do it.
Fucking hassle. We can do simple costumes.
Yeah,
I'm down with that. We can just do something simple.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Let's dress up every week.
Okay, we'll do that. Oh, God, damn it! I just committed to it.
We're committed to it now. Fuck. It don't gotta be last year, right? Remember that fuck I did last year?
Oh, what the fuck were you again, bro?
I was the character Castaway.
Oh, you were Tom Hanks's character in Castaway. God damn it. I fucking
created Wilson and everything.
Definitely.
I went balls to the wall for that shit, man.
God damn.
But yeah, we gotta do all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I can fucking think of for getting in the spirit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been too big into celebrating Halloween.
Definitely. So, Eman, I want to talk about something really quick. It's not necessarily Halloween related, but you and your girl are going to New York this week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you excited?
I'm very excited. Very excited. It was I don't know, man. So she was gonna leave to Dallas. That was her initial plan for school. Back when we first got together, so we were like, "Fuck it, let's just enjoy time now. Let's take a trip to New York," because I fucking love New York. I'm always trying to get to New York. So yeah, we just been spending it out for the past few months, saving money and shit, and now we're leaving in a few days. I'm not really nervous at all, man. I'm super fucking excited, actually.
That's cool. And like your hotel and your plane, all that's paid for. You're just gonna go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, gonna go fucking hang out.
Super excited for you, bro.
What's up?
I want to do something like that so bad, bro.
It's so fucking easy, man. And it does not have to be New York.
Yeah, fuck. I want to be New York though. I love New York. I love New York. I would rather like wait longer and save longer than like do it shorter.
Yeah, but just make sure that you actually do it though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just make sure that you actually do it, because you don't want to kill yourself from having a bunch of other experiences trying to get one that you never end up doing. Yeah. So if you're gonna wait and hold off on other shit, make sure you actually go to New York.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And do a fucking week.
Do a week there?
Yeah.
How long y'all been there? Y'all there for like 4 days, right? That's 4 days, bro, in New York. That's so fucking great, man. Yeah. I'm so excited for you guys. Y'all are gonna have.
I'm excited
so much fun. Y'all are staying in Manhattan, right?
Lower East Side, yes sir.
Damn.
Financial District. Yeah,
That's so fucking cool, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous, man.
You got to see the hotel, man. I went balls to the fucking wall on this shit.
Yeah,
man.
when you told me what you spent on the hotel, I was like,
yeah.
yeah, it's probably really nice. Send me pictures, bro. I'm super excited, bro.
Good, man. You know I'm gonna bombard Instagram and shit.
Yeah. No, but you send me pictures.
Oh yeah. You'll get some personal shit, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
You'll get some fucking personal shit. We got to do a guys trip, bro.
I'm down. Where do you want to go?
A fucking guys trip.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
You wouldn't be down for this shit, though.
Where do you want to go?
You wouldn't be down for this shit,
Where do you want to go?
man.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Look, man, Jared and I.
Where do you want to go?
Look, Jared has
Where
to
do you
come.
want to go?
All right, Mark Wahlberg.
Where do you want to go?
Come on.
Optimus, what are you doing? The cops are coming, Optimus.
What are you doing?
Bumblebee, B, what are you doing?
Joke's going on way too fucking long. God damn it.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Look, Jared and I, dude, since we were fucking young, and Cody up the street, man.
Oh, wait, so Jared has to come?
Jared has to come. Jared has to come. I thought you guys squashed that East Coast, West Coast nonsense, dude. Jared has to come. Or we can do something else, because it's kind of like...
Okay, well, what is it?
We were going to go to Alabama during tornado season.
Like Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home
During
Alabama.
fucking tornado season, bro?
During tornado season. To document a fucking tornado, man. We were young. We were in the 3rd grade when we made this plan. We were super obsessed with tornado videos on YouTube, so we're like, dude, let's just go see a fucking tornado. It's right there.
So what do you mean you're gonna do?
Next to us. So that's nullified. You're not gonna do that shit.
Dude, you shouldn't do that, bro.
Shut up.
Bro, you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Listen, I'm not gonna fucking die. It's a story to tell, man.
There's a difference between going to Houston to track down the serial flasher and going into the heart of a fucking tornado.
Who said we're going to go in the heart of a fucking tornado?
I don't want to be anywhere near a tornado. I don't want to see a tornado.
We're gonna keep a safe distance, man. You sound like my fucking mom. Grab your nuts, man.
It's about dying, bro.
It's a story to tell. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die.
I don't know about that,
but,
bro. Can I take a gun and shoot the tornado?
You're conservative and showing
shoot it. The bullet rounds around. Comes back. I'm like, the tornado's fighting back.
Oh shit! Everybody run! But the fuck are we gonna do, man? That Houston flasher shit would have been so fun.
So
that'd have been a nice trip.
Let's go to Vegas. Vegas, bro.
That's easy.
Super easy.
It's kind of basic though.
Yeah, man, but like we can go to some strip clubs over there. We can go gamble a little bit.
You horny fuck.
We can go. Why am I a horny fuck? I never ended up going to a strip club. So
what you mean?
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, never.
Yeah, see, me either. I just want that to be something that I did. You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking with you, man. Vegas is basic. I'm not saying no, but I know there's other shit that we could do that we really value. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Bar hopping is not in question. You know what I mean?
Fuck bar hopping, bro.
Fuck that shit forever. I still get salty thinking about bar hopping. I was thinking
about it, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get drunk because we didn't drink enough alcohol because half of it was watered down.
Right.
And then we were walking around so much and the crowd was so large, we were sweating most of it out.
Yeah.
Before it even got to us.
It wasn't that shit was so lame, dude. Not the experience, but bar hopping itself was so fucking stupid. And really, we weren't even bar hopping. We were cigar lounge hopping. We were looking for a nice spot to smoke cigars. Mm-hmm. Ended up smoking on the side of a fucking on the sidewalk, but
that was good. Then Lucky Charms came by.
Sitting down and smoking cigars, man, was probably the best experience I had.
Let's do it again.
You know what, man? I was talking to my lady, dude.
Go ahead, man.
You know, we were talking about how eventful 2018 was.
Yeah?
2018, when you sit and think about the shit that we did, was pretty fucking
and it's
eventful.
Like how like life has changed and everything.
Yeah, man. Very eventful, dude. We did fucking stand-up comedy.
Yeah, we did.
We can mark that off of our bucket list.
We did stand-up comedy. I turned 21 this year. Right? No, that was last year. Last year. No, but like we went to Austin, did the bar hopping thing. I went through the breakup thing. Mm-hmm. My job shit. Moved out into the apartment. A lot of cool shit happened this year.
A lot of shit, dude. A lot of shit.
And even though sometimes it's hard, I appreciate all those changes. I appreciate all the cool shit.
You have to. That's when you sit back and go, wow, life is fucking crazy. But yeah, man. Super, super, super eventful year. What are the top 3 experiences you had this year, man? We're talking like it's the end of the year special or some shit, but
yeah. Well, so far I think the breakup was one of my top things because it really gave me a different perspective on life, you know, and then it brought just a bunch of new cool things that I did, moving out and getting into the apartment.
Yeah. And
then the 50th special for break time.
50th special was fucking dope.
Just because like it was an accumulation of all the work and all the stuff we had built doing this podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought that was really dope. But
yeah.
What about you, bro?
My 21st birthday. I mean, that's the tip of the fucking iceberg. Beginning of the year, 13 days in that bitch. That was a fucking beautiful experience, man. Obviously, meet my girlfriend.
Okay.
And then I got a really good job, man. I became a fucking manager. That looks really good on the resume.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm at a place that I really enjoy. And then this trip to New York, man. I don't know. I'm trying to put that on the list, but I don't know where to put it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
Well, you know what, Eman? The next time we talk to you, it'll be after your trip.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll be able to recap and you'll be able to tell us all. And, you know, I think I'll leave the audience there with bated breath so that they're ready to hear your story on the next episode. But, guys, you know, this is where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of Break Time. We hope you enjoyed the first out of our 5-part series of Make Halloween Great Again this month in October. Guys, hopefully you really liked the case files that we're going to start doing for this month. Also, we hope that you enjoyed some of the suggestions that we had as far as some of the things you can do to start getting ready into the holiday season. Because again, we want to make Halloween great again. We want to celebrate. We want to do some of these scary things. We want to come back and share our experiences with you. And we're going to be doing that all throughout the month of October. Eman, is there anything you want to tell the great people before we end out this episode of Break Time?
No, I'm super excited for this. I said no and then continue to go.
Yeah. No, I gotta say anything. So here's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm super excited to get into this shit, man. Get into this make holidays great again, man. So this is the tip of the iceberg. Next time you see us, I'll be back from New York and we'll both be wearing costumes. So that's always gonna be
And hopefully
fun.
I'll have a haircut.
And hopefully you have a haircut, man. So we'll see, dude. I'm excited.
All right.
A lot of shit to come.
All right. I said all right, like all right. All right, guys. Again, thank you very much for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you next time on the next episode of Break Time.
Yeah.